But I seen Kim K sourced 8 of them from somewhere in Japan, so I'm like, if Kim can do it,
I can do it.
I'll start with the worst so we can end on the best.
Hello and welcome. Today I'm joined by Jasmine Mooney. Woo!
Hi.
Do you want to introduce yourself, Jasmine?
Oh, okay. My name is Jasmine Mooney and I'm a 20-year-old girl from Donegal and I'm studying fine art and I have a flair for fashion. I have a fashion blog actually, so I just love anything creative.
Yeah, and you're very good at fashion. And also,
thank you so
Jasmine,
much.
one thing that
You're
I
so
found
kind.
out that we're both an Aries.
Aries sister. I love it so much. I really resonate with being an Aries.
Same. I mean, not to be biased, but I think it's the best sign.
I have to agree with you. I have to agree.
Also, your house, your view is amazing. Oh my goodness.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, we actually have a lovely view of Fintra Beach, and when it's like a nice clear day, you can actually see the Sligo Mountains, and it's just
No
so
way.
beautiful. I love it up here. I do love Donegal. Like, I love obviously being in Sligo for college because it's like fun and everything, but I just love Donegal. It's great.
Yeah, it is. It's very cool. Like, like if you haven't seen Jasmine's Instagram yet, like she posts up these amazing outfit pictures, but there's a few that she has that beautiful background of the ocean and everything. It's like, where is that?
You swear I'm in Spain or something? I'm really not. There's sheep in the background.
It's so nice because it's like way up on the hill as well. So you look in.
Yeah, we're up the top of the
Yeah.
hill. It's really, really nice. You're kind of like secluded. Like, I have a few neighbours now, I think, but like, it's just really nice.
God, you must get so much inspiration just from that alone.
Oh yeah, honestly I do. Even in college last year we had a module called landscape sculpture and I was dreading it because, you know, I like the outdoors but I'm an indoors gal. Like, I like to keep clean and be tidy. And for part of this module we had to submerge ourselves in nature, so I went down to Fintra Beach and I wore, I don't know if you ever heard of it, it's a ghillie suit. It's basically this like army suit and there's like camouflage all over it, and I like submerged myself in the rocks and like the waves were like crashing up, and I was wearing a pair of dad's work boots and there was like a big hole in the toe and I was getting soaked, but like the photos came out beautiful.
Why did you? Was that for an assignment?
Yeah, we had a class and we had to just, you know, really submerge ourselves in nature and make like an art form. So I just decided I would use myself.
With it.
I did. It was actually really fun. Like, I thought I would have hated it, but it was good. It was good.
Yeah. Goodness. And do you have any pictures of it?
I actually do.
Yeah.
I send them to you. Yeah, they're on my art page. They're actually hilarious. I have good memories from that really cold, stormy winter being down at the beach.
So, Jasmine, do you want to tell us a bit about your life and your career thus far?
So, growing up, I was always really creative and art was my favourite subject in school, and I loved art and English, and I just hated everything else, to be completely honest, but loved my art teacher. She was so inspiring, and I just was always dead set on I want to study art. I didn't know what I was going to branch off into, and then I seen that Sligo IT was having an open day and I didn't know they had fine art as like a module. Like, I hadn't a clue. I thought you had to go to Dublin, and I was only 17 starting college and I didn't really want to go to Dublin. Yeah, it was young, but I really didn't want to go to Dublin. So I enrolled in Sligo and I'm there the past 4 years. I'm after handing up my thesis, so things have gotten real. Yeah, I can't believe it. The 4 years went so fast. And when I was in second year, I was obviously like partying a lot, because like you do when you're young, and I wasn't making any effort with my appearance, and you know, it bothered me. I looked horrible. I would be walking around with paint covered leggings and paint covered jumpers, and I was like, this needs to stop. Like, I am a serious catfish. So I made like a pact with myself then, going into third year. I was like, right, you are not taking any comfy clothes with you to cycle. I'm gonna dress up every single day. So then I know that's literally what I done then, because I think it's a mindset thing that when you study art you have to dress practically.
Yeah, because paint when it gets on your clothes is just a nightmare. You're lucky. You're lucky to get it out. You're lucky.
It's so annoying too. If you ever want to sell on clothes, I'm like painstakingly checking that there's paint. Is there any paint in them? But yeah, then I made the pact to myself, right, I'm going to dress up every day, and I just started photographing my outfits. That was in 3rd year of college, so like last year and the year before, and I just always loved Instagram, but I was kind of not hesitant to get into talking on my stories and blogging and whatnot. I didn't mind posting pictures, and it just kind of grew from there. I just consistently started posting outfit pictures every day. And then when we went into the first lockdown last March, I was so bored, like I was beside myself, and a couple of bloggers started doing fashion challenges and I just joined in. I was like, a bit of fun, and then you start like gaining a community. Like you probably know yourself, there's so many lovely people on Instagram and like really like-minded people, and they become like friends, and then once you start you just can't stop. And I've just been blogging ever since, really, like outfit pictures, talking on my stories.
You're such a natural at it though, like it just seems so genuine.
Thank you.
Like I wouldn't be the person that would watch like a lot of stories anyway, but I always watch yours because I just find them entertaining and interesting, because like you're very relatable or something. Like it's just easy to watch, you know?
Oh, thank you.
Even though like I'm not wearing like makeup or colorful clothes, but like I still like, I'm like, oh yeah, okay.
Oh, that's so lovely, thank you. I just try and be myself. I just try and talk lots. I don't try to hide my personality or anything. But yeah, I just really enjoy it. It's really, really fun.
Yeah, and that comes across in the way you dress as well. Like it's so cool. Like you have such an amazing sense of style. Like, and it's so unique as well, and to your personality. Which I think that's why I think like the most exciting thing about design is like regardless of what it is, if it's interiors, fashion, graphic, like it's amazing how it can differ from person to person, because personality does come out in design, which I think is very exciting about it.
I agree. It really reflects. I feel like how you dress reflects your personality. Like I think dressing's like an art form, because every day you can decide who you want to be or what you want to wear, and I think it really depends on your mood as well.
Yes.
Like especially as you said earlier, the weather. Like the weather can really impact.
Oh my god,
what you wear and how you feel.
Definitely, the weather, especially in Ireland where we have like 5 different seasons in one day.
Oh, I know, it was snowing before I came on here. I was like, oh my god, it's like raining up here a wee bit. I was like, what is this?
There's actually snow on the mountain, actually there is. See, I like the snow and the cold weather in December. You know, when it's the vibe for it to be cold, and like the winter outfits and everything. But once January comes, I'm like, come on, where's the heat?
Where's the heat?
Yeah,
I'm over the pumpkin spice lattes.
Literally. And so like, are you finished college now, or?
I'm going into my last semester now, so this is the final run. This is it. But it's like bittersweet, because in a sense you're ready to move on. Like, you know, last semester was really difficult because it was a lot of theory based. Normally we're like a practical course, but yeah, I just really enjoyed my course at college, and I don't know what the future holds, but hopefully something as enjoyable.
I know, it's exciting. I think the future is very exciting because it's so unpredictable and you don't really know for certain what's going to happen, but you have an idea of the kind of path you want to go down. But
especially with Miss COVID.
Yeah, like, oh my goodness, like, vaccine, come on, where is it? I need it now, because honestly, I can't.
I would take it right now.
Honestly.
Live vaccines.
I know, Mum got it there last week because she works in the nursing home. So I'm looking at her to see if she has any side effects.
Oh, I know. At this stage, I'm like, I don't care. Give it to me.
So it's mutating now or something, like running up the walls.
Oh, could be worse. At least we have loads of time for our like creative practices.
That's exactly
like
the
highlight for me. I just try and keep it positive, because if you thought about it, you'd be like, this is like a book. This is mental. Can't believe this is real. But yeah.
It is, because I even noticed that over the first lockdown, like I feel like since, you know, the first lockdown, you're kind of like isolated at home, alone with your thoughts, alone with yourself. I feel like a lot of people came to terms with who they were, what they liked, you know, their passions are, because it really put everything into perspective. like regards to career and life and what's important and what's not important. And I feel like we've learned to value what we have a lot more. When you see everything around the world at the moment, like with people who have no homes or no, like with schools, like don't want to go back to the house because, it's not a very stable household. Like it's, it really does make you appreciate what you have.
It really, really does. And you got like really nice quality time with your family.
Yeah.
I always compared like lockdown to like a national school summer. Like you literally had nothing to do, no responsibilities.
That's such a good way of looking at it. Oh my goodness.
And you're never going to have this time again. Like the minute the vaccines are rolled out, life's going to go back to being really busy and normal. And even though that's great, it has been really nice. Just like, I love it. You can get up every morning and just do Instagram content all day.
Whatever
like
you want.
Normally you have like assignment or work or like, I don't know. So it's great. Like I really do enjoy it. I'm trying to make the most of it now. I'm trying not to think about the negatives.
I know, yeah, but your Instagram feed is like a ray of sunshine every day, so.
I try and keep it colourful. You'll rarely see me in black, but I actually have a nice black outfit coming up in the next week.
Really?
So I'm actually really excited about it. I know, I always wear colour. It's really strange. I was in college one day and one of my classmates was like, Jasmine, you're wearing black. I was like,
are you
sorry.
okay?
Oh, this is so fun. I really enjoyed this.
Oh, thank you. I was like, I just thought like, this is such a good idea to kind of, I want a place for people to come, because I know when I was in college, I was so I was never a college person. I just wanted to hear like professionals and people who are doing what they want to do talk about it, and there was never anything like that. And I know podcasts have become a bigger thing in the past few years, but like not really on YouTube, because I'm more of a visual person. I like to see the people talking and like see like overlays of like their projects and everything on the screen. So I thought like this would be a great way to bring people who have like big followings, smaller followings, and middle like size followings all together in one place, where they can share their experiences, give advice to people who are following their footsteps, and just like a nice, safe place to be, to talk about.
Yeah, I think that's amazing. I love it so much, because I'm so like honoured when you reached out to me. I was like, oh my god, I made it! I was like, this is so cool.
Stop, you're gonna make me blush.
I was like telling my family, I was like, I have an interview this morning on Zoom. I was like,
so don't come near me, it's very important.
Oh, I know. I was like, please don't slam doors, please. You have to like give your family like a pre-warning. Just 5 minutes.
Yeah, benefits of still living at home.
Oh, I love it.
So do you have any plans then, like after you finish college, or like are you going to get like an internship? Would you prefer to go more into the fashion side of things, or go into the art side of things, or merge the two together? I'm very interested.
This has been a debate for me for a long time now. For ages, I considered going into fashion because my mom used to own a clothes shop, and my auntie's actually a dressmaker, so she would have made like my communion dress, all my Deb's dresses, like 3 Deb's dresses. Like she is just amazing. She used to be like the dressmaker in the town. So
wow, that is so cool.
That is so cool.
Yeah, fashion really like runs in the family.
Really does, yeah.
Yeah, and for ages I was like, I don't know, like, should I go into fashion? But I think blogging, like fashion blogging for me, is the fashion outlet that I want. Like, I really, really want to grow my page and just like inspire people, because I wasn't sure for ages, like, do I want to make the clothes? Like, I like wearing the clothes, but I was like, do I want to go to college and study how to make? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like I like promoting, and I like the social media side of it.
But also like the styling side of it as well, and creating looks with different brands. I
just love working with brands, and I would love to do like photo shoots in the future. I think that would be so fun, and like direct it and stuff. But I really want to do, I wasn't sure, I never thought I'd want to be a teacher, like never, but I just love talking to people, and I love like helping people. And art in secondary school was like my little safe place. It was the only like subject I liked, and I would love to like help other kids and teens feel the same. And then I could have like blogging as well. Like it would be the perfect mix for me. So I'm thinking of doing a Master's of Education, hopefully, fingers crossed with Rona. So yeah, I think that would be nice. I never thought that I would do teaching. I would love to do lecturing, but I do think if I was to do like fine art lecturing, you need years of experience in the art world, because a lot of our lecturers would be very like, you know, they'd be very famous artists, like, so like Irish artists, and like you just love listening to them and about their life. So I think lecturing maybe years down the road if I get that far. But I think teaching for now.
It's a nice career to have because you get amazing holidays. You get very good pay.
I can fashion blog and travel all summer.
Yeah, literally. Oh my goodness. Like, I think the fashion blogging though is such an amazing avenue to be in though, because there's so much opportunities in it.
It's honestly unbelievable. Like like when you get into fashion blogging, it can be a bit disheartening because Instagram is not the same platform that it was a couple of years ago. It's hard to grow. Like, it's hard to gain those followers, and it's not all about followers. It's about like, you know, quality and having really nice people following you. And if you're just really consistent with your uploading and people get to know your personality, you do find the brands like, you know, coming in, like you get to work with such amazing, you know, like bigger brands, smaller brands. It's just so exciting. Like it's really exciting. Like see who reaches out, and I'm too scared to reach out to people, but that's my New Year's resolution. I want to get more brave and reach out to brands.
Yeah, you only get what you ask for. You know?
Exactly. The worst they can say is no.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, then it's like, okay, well, joke's on you. Catch me in 5 years.
Yeah, I feel like lockdown really helped with Instagram growth, because, you know, everyone's inside, everyone's on their phones, they're looking for entertainment, you know, and I think that was a huge part of how I kind of bumped my following up a good bit.
But also, you're consistent, but it's quality content that you're putting up every day. It's not just like a blurry pixelated picture, or like a, you know, like it's quality content. Because like, even
now that we got the ring light, we're flying.
Yeah, like literally, like it's really good quality content. Like it's good, like it's really good. Like even your stories, they're not rushed. It's like you've taken the time to sit down and do it. You know, and it's not just a picture of your breakfast. It's you sitting there talking, you know, giving advice, talking about your recent pickups. You know, if it's a highlighter or a concealer or a pair of earrings, you know, and you're supporting Irish businesses as well, like smaller Irish businesses, which is so amazing to see.
I love supporting Irish businesses. They really do appreciate it too.
Yeah.
And I just love it. I just love it. I think it's so fun, and you know, you're kind of helping them achieve their dream when you're promoting stuff, because then they're selling stuff, and it's just lovely. Like,
but I do think over the next few years, Irish businesses are going to grow a lot more because of Brexit and everything, where it's not as convenient to get stuff from England anymore. So I think a lot of Irish businesses are just gonna...
Definitely, because I know last week on my page I, you know, posted like my favourite, you know, shops and accessory shops, and people love to hear about these places, because to me it's like second nature. I'm glued to Instagram. I know what shops I like, but other people probably have never heard of these in their life. So you know, you think your information isn't valuable, but it is. Like,
so
people
valuable,
love to hear.
But like, that's the thing, I think a lot of people, like when they're starting out in like kind of fashion blogging or blogging or doing Instagram, whatever, they do kind of like, you would kind of like, oh, who even cares what I think kind of mentality. But like, if you put it out there, you're going to find people who are going to want to hear that information and take advantage of it. Because even if, like, you know, a pair of your earrings, you know, that are very unique and individual, people are like, oh, where'd you get them? And you're like, oh, I got them in like a second hand to you because you buy there all the time. But like, that could be a new brand for someone.
I know, like these little earrings I'm wearing, they're from Love by Minnie.
They are so like, cute. Oh my god.
They're so precious.
I like the
And like, Love by Minnie is like an Irish brand, and it's run by like a young girl, and like she's just so inspiring and amazing, and her earrings are just so affordable. So like, I love promoting people like her. She actually supported my giveaway, and it's just so nice seeing their page grow from, you know, that, like, you know,
Yeah.
your followers or, you know, becoming their followers. And I don't know, I just love supporting like Irish businesses. I really do. They really appreciate it.
Yeah, and it's an amazing thing to do because, you know, it's Irish. You know, it's only a small
I know,
island.
you need to support your own, I think,
Yeah.
because I don't know, I just think you do. It's like, I'm actually doing No by January at the minute, which is surprisingly going well. I haven't bought anything. Like,
Well done.
who is she?
Honestly, I thought I was going to do that at the beginning, but then I didn't.
I know, I would love to get more sustainable
Yes.
with my shopping habits, because it got to a stage for me, like, I'm like addicted to online shopping. Like, I love online shopping. Like, there's no better thrill than a parcel coming in, like, the post for you. Like, oh my god. It would get to the stage, Dad would just be like, hand it to me, and be like, just there's another parcel. And I'm like, oh my god. And like, I feel like I got to a stage, I was ordering stuff and it was nearly overwhelming, because when I bought it, it was like, oh, I'm so excited for it to come, can't wait to take pictures and I can't wait to wear it. And then it came and I'm just like, oh my god, I have so much stuff. Like, this is not normal. Like, this is way too much clothes for one person to be having. And I was like, right, Jasmine, you're doing No by January. You got so much at Christmas. Like, there's still clothes in the wardrobe that have tags on them from like last summer, because we're not going anywhere or doing anything. And it's just been really eye-opening and nice, because you're appreciating what you have and you're styling what you own different ways. And I'm just really liking it. And, you know, it's reducing the carbon footprint.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
it's
Because
good.
I think it is becoming a lot more of a popular thing to shop more sustainably. Like, I know, like ASOS Marketplace, like
Yes,
that's
it's so good. I love it.
Amazing.
this is my first time buying off there. I bought off there like 3 weeks ago. I'm still waiting for a few items to arrive. You know, it does take a bit longer than.
It really, really does. So like the independent brands,
Yeah.
they do take a lot longer.
But I think it will be worth it when they arrive, because I'll feel like, but also you get a lot more for your money as well, because they are a lot cheaper than, you know, buying it new.
Oh, so much more affordable. That's why like Depop's also a great thing.
Yeah.
I would sell on a lot of my clothes, but I'm trying to get better with my shopping habits. I have stopped buying once off pieces, like, you know, stuff I can't wear again,
Yes.
because I'm like, that's
Yes.
just ridiculous.
But
Like,
also,
that's
Jasmine, like, it's more so an investment for you though as well, because it's contributing to your brand, because you're using it for content, you know, and one day that will start making you money. So like, it's an investment as
Yeah.
well.
Investment is
I would love the fashion blogging as a full-time job, but I don't know, I feel like you have to grow really, really big for that to happen, but hopefully someday in the future that will happen. I would love it as a full-time job. I just find it so enjoyable.
Yeah, well, you know, you can if you want to.
Dream
There's no
big.
limits.
How is your page going?
Good. Yeah, I need to get more consistent on Instagram, because I'm not like consistent whatsoever.
I get the vibe you're a perfectionist and you put out the best of the best and you will not settle for posting less.
I need to get out of that very quick, because
No, your feed's so satisfying. I love it.
it's like you'll see me once a month pop up.
Oh no, it's great though. I love it. I love creative people.
I know.
And
I'm
people who are
more so
passionate
focused
about
on
what they do.
YouTube though. YouTube's like my baby. I love it.
I love YouTube. I literally have been watching Two Sisters on YouTube for about 11 years now, and if I was to ever meet them, I would know everything about them. I watched them on
I was just in
YouTube.
Cancun 3 years ago.
Oh, and then there's Patreon too. Did you ever hear Patreon?
Yes, yeah.
It's like YouTube, but you
Yeah.
pay for it. And podcasts are amazing. I love podcasts so much.
Yeah, I watch, do you know Patricia Bright?
No!
Oh my god, she is like my favorite person on YouTube. Like, I watch everything she puts up, because she does like fashion, lifestyle, beauty, but she has a separate account then for business and financing, and from her perspective, and it's so refreshing, because it's not all about numbers. It's just the way she explains it is so nice and casual, and it's easy to kind of process.
I love people who explain
Yeah.
things simply and they make you feel like you're learning.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's
Yeah.
really important, that you don't feel overwhelmed and like, oh, I'm never gonna get this. Like, people like her are amazing. They're so handy when you're like editing or you're like, you know, just chilling. Like, I love podcasts because I do like listening to music, but I prefer a podcast. I just love listening to people talk. But there's no nightclubs open. I don't want that techno. Give me a podcast any day.
Oh my god, could you imagine?
Oh no, stop. I literally can't even listen to music anymore. I'm just like, where is the festival at?
I
think
get
it's so
depressed
sad.
thinking about it. Like, I just want to be in like a nightclub or a bar. I'll take a bar.
I miss nightclub festival culture so much. Like, I would extensively outfit plan for like a week.
Really?
Or if it was a festival, months. Like, going back to Sligo this college year, I had great hope the nightclubs would be open, and I'm really into like techno, and there would be a new techno artist every week. I had so many funky outfits pre-bought because I was like, right, I'm gonna wear that, and now I'm just like, maybe next year.
Oh, you bought them for like the one just gone.
Yeah, I thought like, okay, final year, I need to really step it out with the night out outfits with my friends, you know, cute. But yeah, no nights out.
No. Well, at least they're there for next year.
That is
Your
it.
style hasn't like evolved since then.
I know that can happen sometimes when you keep things in. You're like, oh, I don't even like it anymore.
Yeah, it's especially like if they're more kind of bold outfits as well, or yeah. So that's your outfit that you'd wear for the rest of your life.
I would wear a pink juicy tracksuit, and I would just be dripping in like gold juicy jewelry, and I would just look really tacky and fabulous, and I would like.
What's that one kind of item that would be on your bucket list to get? Like, what's the item when you get it? Like, if it's a top or a bag or a pair of shoes or a piece of jewelry, like what's like?
Literally, I want, like, in my life, I want a white cashmere cami bag. It's my dream. It's like my goal in life to own one of those bags, or like just something from that collection. Like, I think about that bag daily. I just I know they're discontinued, but I seen Kim K sourced 8 of them from somewhere in Japan, so I'm like, if Kim can do it, maybe I can do it. I don't even care if it's a replica. Like, I just want one that looks authentic and is beautiful and white with the rainbow decal. That's like the love of my life. That would be my dream.
Yeah, it is a cool bag, and it's a classic as well. Like,
I have like a little replica of like a purse, and I love it, but I want a bag.
Yeah, I thought I saw something like that on your Instagram, actually, like something like it.
Yeah, I got that from a vintage store. It is just a wee like dupe, like a wee replica, but it's like really nice. It's in really good condition. You wouldn't even notice.
No,
like, I wouldn't even care if I got like a real one or a fake one, as long as it just looked the part for like looks. I would be all over that.
Yeah, it is really cool. They're like expensive, I'd say, though.
Oh, stop and break the bank. Maybe when I'm like rich and famous or something.
Yeah. You might get gifted one. Mark Jacobs may have been lying around. Okay, and what is your favorite editing app for your photos?
This is really basic. I literally use Lightroom, and
I love Lightroom. Oh my god.
I love it too. And I only recently paid for like the full extent of it. And I just click into presets and I click vivid. It's under like the color section. That's all I do.
Your pictures are very colourful and like almost brings out the colour in like the outfits.
Oh, I love when you're taking photographs too and you're like really in the nature, like there's loads of grass and trees, because the green really pops with your outfits. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's true actually, yeah. Okay, best and worst parts about a career in social media.
I'll start with the worst so we can end on the best. That sounds good.
That sounds good.
I'm lucky I wouldn't experience much hate. Like, literally, I haven't received much hate so far, and I hope, fingers crossed, that I don't. But sometimes even the way people can phrase things to you, you do get a little bit like insulted. But like, I think that's all part of putting yourself out there. Like, you're putting yourself out there to be judged. Like, you know, like, honestly, though, everyone nearly who follows me are just so kind, like, so nice. Like, I have an amazing group of people following me. And another con would probably be, I love it. Like, I find it so fun. But if it was to ever get like a chore, like, you know, you would have, you know, the way like I do it for like fun. Like, if there was pressure from a brand or something, I feel like that could be like stressful. And I hear a lot of girls like who I would follow, they like literally have to take like social media breaks because it just gets too much. And I think if I was to ever get to that stage, I don't think I'd enjoy it anymore. Like, it's really fun for me. Like, it gives me purpose. Like, I just love it, especially in lockdown. But there's so many positives. Like, oh, you get to work with so many amazing brands. Like, I like always like thought of doing blogging, but like if I was to look back to this time last year, I never thought I'd be here, like working with the brands I'm working with. Like, I'm working with Be Bold, and
that's a big
brand.
Be Bold, that's a big brand.
And I'm after getting, well, I can say this now because it'll be released whenever the video is released. I'm going to be working with Human and Kind.
No, oh my god, no way.
Yeah,
wow.
I know. I'm just waiting for my like discount code, like my referral code. They reached out to me there a week or two ago, and like that's massive because like my whole family, like all the women in my life, love Human and Kind. Like,
I love Human and Kind.
I love it, and like I'm really excited about that. And like I just think working with brands and then the people who follow me are lovely. Like they're like, it's so nice DMing them and all the comments. Like, I've made friends with so many girls, and I would imagine when the world's back to normal, like events will be a thing.
Yeah,
like, we'll be able to go to events, and I feel like that's a normal part of blogging, but sure, we're not really experiencing any of that. And yeah, it's just really fun. Like, me and my mom do a great crack. She helps me take all my pictures. She's the best. Yeah, mom loves it. She's my momager.
Yeah, I try
great.
to
like during the summer, I'd be lying on the grass, and I'd be like, "Mom, stand over me." Take a picture.
And you have to like show her sometimes. So like you take a picture of her and be like, "This is where I want to be situated. This is the arm pose I'm going to be doing. This is the angle you need to get."
Yeah, she literally knows by now too, because I like stand and she'll take a couple and then she'll show me, and then we'll like suss out the lighting and everything to see is it worth taking more.
So good.
And I've like trained in my boyfriend and my housemates too. They're excellent. Like, they will like they have amazing patience. But like, this is why I love they're having a ring light now, because if I'm having a vain moment, at least I can, you know, I'm the one in charge. Yeah. And I don't sound like a drama queen. I'm just like, oh, I hate how I look. yeah. So good. But yeah, there's so many pros. Like, I think if you want to get into it, just go with it and be consistent and be yourself, and you will like flourish over time. You know,
it's
like
definitely something that it doesn't happen overnight. Like, it takes a while. You know, and
it really does.
Especially if you're more of a niche kind of demographic, it takes a while for then people to find you and discover you. And you have to just keep in mind that, like, you know, don't do it for the end result. Like, you have to do it.
You do because you enjoy it.
Yeah, because otherwise it's just like you'll get bored and you get fed up and you get frustrated and you won't like it. And
you shouldn't get caught up in comparing yourself to people who started out at the same time as you. Like, everyone's on their own journey. Like, everyone follows people for like different reasons, and it's not any reflection on you if they're gaining more followers or they're getting brand deals. Like, you know, things will come your way that's like meant for you.
Definitely.
So, there's just so many pros. I think it's really fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. But also I feel like everyone has a different path. So like, if say you start off at the same time as someone else and someone else is going faster, you know, like, you don't know what's going to happen in a year's time. You could just explode, you know, or vice versa. Like, you just never know. Like, it's kind of exciting.
It is really exciting. You probably find it yourself, though, since you started YouTube. It's probably opened up realms of opportunities, and
I've got more like design like jobs. Like, I've been hired a lot more frequently since starting YouTube, like, because I'm showing my projects and like what I can do. And I feel like that's something that college doesn't really teach, because you can have all the qualifications in the world, but when it's something that's so practical and visual, you need to be able to show what you can do. And you know, you can only have so many 3D renderings. You know, it's nice to be able to show that you can complete a project like from start to finish, and then when people come across them and to see them, it's like, oh, okay. Like, I've gotten a lot of design jobs from it, which is good. You know, but we're only early days yet.
No, I even find the same in college. Like, you really have to like know who you are and know what you like, because you're going to be getting so many opinions flying at you, and it can mess with your head so much. That's why I've really enjoyed like the online learning. Like, the less you see I think sometimes of lectures, the more you get done.
Yeah.
And then when they do come in, you have so much body work done, and then you can get really good constructive criticism. But if you're just battering on doing your own thing, you're good to go.
I'm too opinionated. I'm way too opinionated for my own good. I can't hold back an opinion.
Yeah, I would be the same, but I wouldn't. I'm not argumentative. I would just be very passionate. Like, I have to say how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Like, if I don't think that's right, like, I'm definitely going to say it, because I like stand my ground. Like, I think it's a good way to be. That's why we're such intimidating Aries people. Oh, do you ever be looking at your star sign and you're like, we're the start, like, we are so fiery. Like,
Yeah, well, we are, like, we're a fire symbol, like, it's...
Do you find you link people together too? And you're like, oh my god, they're so alike, their star sign is just, this is
Yes,
it.
I love star signs, like, love it. Oh my goodness. Like, love it.
Me
like,
too.
I love it.
I love
I have an
like, the page.
amazing...
Do you know the Mantra Co on Instagram? It's the Instagram page, you know, they have all the...
Oh, and they release all the,
Yes.
like, the astrology stuff.
Oh, I love that page. Oh my goodness, I love that page.
I live for it too. I love the moon and everything too, and like I love like all my crystals and stuff, and I just like really enjoy learning about all of this.
So you do manifest.
Yeah, I do.
love
I feel like manifesting is brilliant. It's really gets you places because you're believing in yourself and you're putting that energy out there.
Oh my god, but like it makes me so happy anyway. It does.
Me too. I really have gotten into it the past couple of months, and it's just, I think if you write down your goals, I heard a blogger once say that you need to act out your intentions more than you spend writing them down.
As if you've already like achieved what you want to like manifest.
Exactly. Yeah, you need to really put the plan of action, like, you know, get yourself out there and get going.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you again to Jasmine for taking time out of her day to come and talk to us today. I don't know about you, but I thoroughly enjoyed that conversation. And I have it now forever, so I can always look back, because Jasmine shared some amazing tips with us about her journey and how she got started on Instagram and her plans for the future, and it's just so inspiring to hear, and I'm very excited to see where she goes into next year, because I think it's going to explode. But I really hope you enjoyed this. There'll be a Design Talk episode once a month for next year, so there's going to be a lot of special guests and a lot of fun topics coming up in the next few months, so do stick around to see them, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.